Hello everybody to my tutorial. I'm Christian from Berlin. We start with football. You know football is a complex game, but there are certain mechanisms they can rely on that they more or less stay the same or stay roughly the same in many games. They call them standards. So this they can practice. And I want to show you that in the complexity of blues piano, we have such standards. We have certain routines, and this way we are much better prepared if we go into wild improvisation. Typical standard routine, we play something like, and I will compare it to the corner ball. You will see why. Now, first of all, this looks like a jungle in the middle of, I don't know, Guatemala. But there is a routine in that. So, we have the ball coming here. The ball is coming and goal! The goal is this one. And you are the goal scorer for the team. You're always there with your foot, and there's coming the pass, and then you make poof. So, the ball can come like... we'll go into that into detail, don't worry, like... And goal! Next ball, different angle. Goal! Yes, you did it, you did it! You just have your foot in the right angle here and then bringing it home. So, what is our foot? It's this one. Let's have a look at that. It's part of the sixth. And we have it in many, many, many blues, boogie woogie. It's one of the real standard situations. It's everywhere. So, you gotta have this, the start of it, hanging out your foot very much into your brain and into your eyes. You should do, for example, this with me, like... You take any remote note and go bap, 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 bap. When you're here, you already have this in your eyes, okay, in your vista. So you do this bap to bap, 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 hip, bap, bap, bap. Then you do a bit slower. You take any note here. This is really training. Your eyes are here. You put your fingers here. You don't look at these anymore because you just have to think of your foot being in the angle here. Just hold your foot here. So, this is the pass coming. The corner shot. And Neymar puts it. He has his reflex here. And this becomes a reflex. And this is like the grip in your own pocket. You know it so well that you don't have to think about it anymore. And you see it from everywhere. Yeah? Okay, so now let's have a look who can shoot the corner, and here we are in the lesson, and we're gonna take a couple of examples, and your focus will be 70% on this reflex, coming home, shooting it in and leading your team to the championship of blues piano. So we start with something like and here we go. That was a very easy goal, just very close pass. Okay, just get familiar with the situations. Now, we take, for example, a little bit more remote. You see, we only have an eighth note time to jump over here. Now, that means you already have to have this sort of engraved into your pattern, into your behavior. Here we go. So, what finger setting? Many of the best players use 1-5. I very often use this. but you can do either way. Otherwise, you come back to me and say, like, Dr. Don is playing it with 1-5, and you smart ass want to play it with 1-5, 1-4, and 1-3. So who's the better piano player, teacher? So of course I don't dare to order you otherwise. I just like it sometimes that I can tie the outer voice in a slow blues, like it's just better tieable. But who am I? Who am I? I'm just a country boy from Germany with pale legs, which you cannot see today because I have a black corduroy pants on. Now let's take another one. Okay, we're getting a little bit harder now. So. Oh. That's easier. You get that. After all, I mean, I think scorers in football or in soccer, they're usually not too smart. Well, if you hear them in interviews, very rarely they say something really out of the extraordinary, like a poem or something about quantum physics or so, because they are supposed not to be thinkers and reflect too much on life. They're there not to think. That's the reason why I strongly believe that's a typical thing. People who have to do something in a fraction of a second physically usually are not intellectuals. It's not a criticism, it's an observation. And we don't pay them for, well, I don't pay them anyway, but we don't pay them for thinking. So, okay, here we go. A bit slower, after all it's easy and slow. You can take any left hand. Sounds also nice with this one. Yeah. Make sure again that you practice this twice or 3 times so that you don't have to think here too much, because you have to think of the goal. We are here to shoot the goal. That's our goal, to shoot the goal, okay? Here. That is what the main thing is. Neymar, you're here. Now, okay, what else can we do? Now we take let's say the corner ball is here, you know, this was just for whatever, just a regular pass from the half distance. Now we have a corner ball. What the heck was that? Another routine, the blues scale. It's just the blues scale. Again, not thinking, just playing the blues scale. A routine. And Neymar is there with his foot. Let's do it together. It's one routine. And shoot. And again. Start with the third finger here. This way, you have the fourth finger here. And this is just nice here. And then we have the second finger here. And then we go straight. We just have to hold the thing in there. Okay. Fourth. And so, and if you hear that a little bit up tempo, that's already Booker. Let's see about F. In F, you know, we have to take care of the E, becoming the E flat. So it's almost the same goal. It's a little bit meaner. We just don't shoot straight, but shoot it in the corner of the goal. So just a little bit of diversion for the ball. Okay. So now F. Same blues scale can be used over all these chords. Here. And we have just 2 routines, and it looks like it's improvised. It's not. routines that you practiced before, like a good football team or soccer team, you practiced standards. Let's see if there's more. Now that you have a glimpse how much we blues gods work with routines, like standard situations. Now we use already two routines: the blues scale and the goal shot. We can do something new before that, and this is the only new thing. Let's say the only creative bit. Let's say I come from here and out of nowhere I play. So what I did was, this was improvised, came to me by the divine inspiration, and divine inspiration only comes in very small portions. The rest, God says, now do what you always do. That's really how it works. So, just a little bit. I don't say it's really like a genius bit, but it's a very common little phrase. And now I say, what? God, where's some more idea? He says, no more ideas for you now. Go to the standards. And then okay. See how little that is? Divine inspiration. Maybe Gary Lineker passed on to him a genius pass, and he is just putting, like shooting it in a nice boat to Neymar, and he does this. So this is the genius bit. This is standard. Poof, poof. Okay. He could pass on directly, but he doesn't. He doesn't. That's the genius bit. He could pass directly, but there's somebody in between. So he passes to Beckenbauer. He passes to Beckenbauer, and sees that Beckenbauer is in a much better position to pass it on to Neymar, and he again can make the goal. Okay. So now he goes Lineker. Beckenbauer and Neymar. Wonderful little line. If we do it in F, again we just replace the E with the E flat. Now there is something else you might have spotted. Watch again, or better listen, or both. Before we had this bit, the shoot, the shot, always on the 4, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we practice this always to be on the 4. Now, but Neymar is not overpaid because he can only shoot like when he's right in the middle of in front of the goal, but also if he just fell and he's just kneeling, and from that position he also managed to shoot, or he's just set back half a meter than what they trained the week before. And that's why he's getting his money. He can do it from all positions. That meaning not only when we come from the 4. Now let's have a look. Before we started this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we do it 1, 2. We have this one starting on the 2. Now the whole thing is moved a little bit, and let's see where we arrive. And you have to be able also to do that when it comes slightly shifted. You don't say like, now I'm only getting paid for when it's on the 4. No, you're a star. You do it. You can do it, and you will get the crowd on your side because you can do it even if it's on the 2. Now. No, that was wrong. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3. You see? But this is the spontaneity I also expect from you who are sort of in the beginners area, not beginners, but you know, not advanced, so that you have become flexible, that you can use it when the ball comes. You don't wait for, like, you don't look at the time and say, nope, it's 1 second too early, but you just shoot. Okay, again. And 1, 2, and now it's routine. 3, 4, 1, and 2. Okay, that is my task to you, that you come from any position. What was that? Magic triangle? Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have the routine. We have it on the second, starting on the second of the 4 triplets, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 4. What can we do from here? Of course we shoot. Of course we shoot. No thinking. The ball is there. You take the opportunity and you fire that thing right under the beam. Is it called? What is it called? The posts, the wood post and the beam. I think it's called the beam, right? In Germany, this is called, the wood things on the side are called the Pfosten. The Pfosten. It's really important to learn because you're never going to use it again. So that's about it. I'll play a couple of lines for you more to see the power of routine. Routine. It's a lick I learned. And then you can play a fill, maybe. Nice. Okay, it's not part of this lesson, but dab, dab, dum. Here. Oh, what else can we do? Routine. It's a lick I learned. See, again, it was in different position. Here we go. 4 on the 4. Or now. I have it in my system. Now, and the final bit is this has a brother, the so-called G brother, so-called from now on. When we shoot the goal here, we have this brother for the G here. You know, before we go here, and on G we do, like, for example, we're on C. It always fits and always sounds great. So we are on the G bar, C bar, we're going to the G, let's say. Now. And you do whatever. Again, play 2 bars C, then we do the brother of in G, okay? Now, again, why not? Why not? And goal. So you see, we can combine them. Isn't that marvelous? You just learned really important routines to which you can come back if you're really lost and divine inspiration just won't come. And many of the times blues piano players are on stage. There ain't no divine inspiration, they're just playing their routines. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for learning. Now you can choose another tutorial or become subscribe, of course. You must subscribe and become a supporter on my Patreon club. You know, you can support Christian with $2 a month, and if many of you do that, I can buy my Bentley finally. Bye bye. Take care and have a good time.